Hello, computer-aided design engineers. In the last video, we have talked about Bresenham's line algorithm and how it will run in the code blocks IDE. Uh, and in this video, we are going to talk about how Bresenham circle algorithm will work in code blocks. So, this was the Bresenham line algorithm. Similarly, we have a Bresenham circle algorithm, which looks like this. 3 minus 2r, r is the radius. In the previous video, if we got positive p, then both moves, and both moves mean x positive, x move and y move. It depends actually on which octant you are. If octant you are in, to determine if it will work in positive direction or in negative direction. Okay, so both moves and one moves, and the forward one should be small. Similarly, in this, here is the radius. Here in this one, both moves and one moves. If this is positive, like previous one, it is also positive. And this, if this is negative, it came out to be negative, then one move. Okay. And similarly, in this also, we have to make 8 octants. These are the circle octants. But the circle octants work a little bit different than the line octant, because the circle, we are making the line from this point, which is currently r comma 0, x r in the x direction and 0 in the y direction. So this point is r comma 0, and we are moving up, which means y is positive, and we are moving leftward, which means x is negative. So x is getting negative, and y, x may or may not be negative. X may or may not increment, but y always increment here. Okay, so x may or may not get in decrement or change the value to the negative side. Of y is always increasing. Okay, y is always increasing here, and in this octant, the x always decrease and y may or may not. And similarly, all the other octants will behave in such a manner. But when we are thinking about this, how the circle octant will behave, we actually consider a point here or here in the axis. Okay, so if we want to move in the second octant, we will consider this point and move like this, and it and that will determine if and in this we are moving anti-clockwise, but if we move clockwise, then it would be different. The x would be positive, y or may or may not be decreased. This statement would have been changed. Okay, actually we have to see which direction do we want to go. Okay, so this now let me show you. Not this, close this. Okay, so this is Bose-Lamb circle algorithm. Similarly, I have taken the integer value x, y, and p and r. P is our decision variable, r is our radius, and x and y are our initial coordinates. But we are only going to take r. We are only going to, so we are taking c out only r. Only we are taking r, and the init window is w comma h, and the window size is 500 by 500. Okay, and in this, this is the first octant. Now I'm about to remove the comment, the multiple line comment. Okay, now you can see the code. So initially y0 and x is equal to r in the first octant. If we want to move in the first octant like this, again like this, if we want to move like this, okay, then y0 and r is x is equal to r, y0 x is equal to r, and this is our first octant. So initial parameter is p, which is the formula which is given in the Bresenham circle, 3 minus 2r, and we will give the while in the absolute y. If the absolute of y Actually, in the formula, to make it vocal in every octant, we have to take the model, like I have said in previous video as well. It will also behave like this. If the if actually the first one should be small and the next one should be big. So if the slope is, let me go back here. So in the first octant, fourth, fifth, and eighth octant, we will the y will be smaller and x will be larger. So y will come first, and in the second, third, sixth, and seventh octant, our x will come first, and this will be x. We actually, what do we do? Is actually we swap x and y in these octants. Octant 1, 4, 5, and 8 will be similar, and 2, 3, 6, and 7 would be similar. And this is our Boltzmann circle drawing algorithm. Okay, going back to our algorithm, we have taken the absolute y because we always want this to be positive. Okay, and here is our x. So we have taken another variable x dash and what do we call it, underscore x and underscore y. Okay, so which is giving our window size to basically 250 by 250. What we are doing is increasing our window size to this and this. So actually our when we run our code, we are incrementing our initial coordinates to this point. So we are increasing w by 2 250. If we taking a size of 500 by 500, so this is 500 and this is 500. So we move by 250 by 250, 250 by 250. So that point will be our origin, and our code will work according to like that. And since it's the first octant, in the first octant we have to move from x to y. Yeah, so we increment y. The y is increasing in because we have to go up, and x is decreasing because we have to go left side. Okay, otherwise it is almost similar, and we are taking absolute value of this. In the Brussels line, we didn't take the absolute value of dx and dy because yeah, we, and actually in algorithm we use take the dx and dy absolute. Okay, just remember that. So we have taken the, now we, let me run, press F9 for compile and run, and I just have to enter the radius. I have to remember that the screen size is 500 by 500 and the origin is at the center, so I should not give the value greater than 250. Let's give the value 200 for this case scenario, and let's see what happens. Okay, so our circle is made in the first octant. Okay, and the algorithm is working perfectly fine. Similarly, I'm going to comment it again, and let's move to the second octant. In the second octant, we have we start from up to the right side. So x is 0, and here we have to go positive. X is positive and y should be negative because we are going down. Okay, yeah, let's run this again, and the radius is again 200, and see, this is working in the second octant. Similarly, this code will run in each and every octant. Let me comment it back again. In the similarly, let me show you in the next octant. Next, in the third octant, we move from the negative y-axis to upside. So x will be y will be positive and x will also be positive. Both will be positive in the third octant. In the third octant, no. In the third octant, in the fourth octant, both will be positive. In the third octant, x will be negative and y will be negative. Both will be negative. Yeah. x and y will be negative, and fourth octant both will be positive. X and y will be positive. Everything is same. Everything will be working absolutely like before. And for an example, let me work it in the seventh octant. F9 200. I forgot to give the negative value. I have to give the negative value in the seventh octant. F9. Because in the seventh octant our radius is negative. Our R value is negative 200. Okay. Our R value is negative 200. Enter. Yeah, now it is working perfectly fine. If you want to make it work, irrespective of our R being positive or negative, just make it absolute. Absolute of R, and just run it again. Now if we gave it 200 also, it will work perfectly fine. Now it didn't. Okay. Something did not work fine. So this is R. Okay. Absolute of R. Always keep it absolute of R. Now it will work perfectly fine. 200. Still didn't work perfectly fine. Nah, we don't have to keep it absolute. Don't keep it absolute, okay? Uh, don't keep it absolute. Yeah, F9. Because we don't, if we keep it positive, then the code will not run properly. Okay, so it is working perfectly fine. Let me comment it back again and end the comment. Always remember to end the comment. Now final code in our 8th octant. Let's try it. F9. It will work in the 8th octant. So x will be positive 200. We just have to decide which our x should be positive or negative. Okay. I will link this code also back down in the description for you to see and practice. Okay, and about how this algorithm work, and actually here is also the midpoint circular algorithm. Let's talk about midpoint circular algorithm. It is similar to the Bersenam circle algorithm, and the rules also apply the similar here. If we try to run it, let's just try to run it. Open midpoint circle algorithm, midpoint circle algorithm. Always remember to save the file in .cpp or C++. Okay, everything is similar, but the value of p is different, and the value of this these two things are also a little bit different. The rest of everything is similar. Press F9. Now in this also give the radius 200, and this will work perfectly fine. And similarly, each and every coordinate will work like this only. Okay. Yeah. So on that note, let me end this video.